Hello, good people of Earth. I am Savannah. Behind the monitors is the wonderful and always beautiful Irmalicious.
Hello, everybody.
And we're here for another live of unboxing animatronics. Before we get started, we want to say hello to you. So we're going to go ahead and look at the chat, say hi and stuff. Then we'll get into the animatronics, and while I build them, Amy will read off your messages or questions or comments. I'll build up the animatronics with no instructions being used, and we'll have a good old time tonight. So, ding! First and foremost, I want to say what's going on to Danny Zone. He's in the zone. Casey and Tori's Halloween channel is here. JC Motorsports is back in the house. Mario Sonic Freddy is here. Connor Feed is here. Professor Spirit is here. A Gemmy Collector, not the Gemmy Collector, not Gemmy Collectors, but a Gemmy Collector is here. Brody Ponkowski
Brody
is in the house. Butter the Axolotl, Zach Haunt, Teddy the Elope, and Haunt is misspelled, is here. JM Haunts, how you doing? Squirrel Gone Wild. Enrique Zero, the second channel, is here. Animatronic Guy, hello. How you doing, buddy? Colton, Anthony Hughes, the new Mr. Icicle's here. Mr. J.R. Horror is here. Roaming Reaper is here. Link Paris is here. Jacko, Nate Scares, Halloween Enthusiast. What is up with Halloween Enthusiast? How you doing, bro? Spirit Chats with Jax. Halloween Max. Both those guys spitting facts. You know what I mean? Roman Reaper's going online saying, what up? How's everybody doing? Emotional Pros here. The Attic Creep. Love the Attic Creep name. That sounds
scary,
spooky. Spookalicious. So, sounds terrifying. Our kid 88. Oh,
I just got $1.
yo, Wicked Weatherman with a $4.99 super chat. Getting ahead of the game here. What does he have to say, Amy?
All right. Wicked Weatherman, $4.99, said, can you say good luck to Scotty and Adam? First day of school tomorrow.
So let me say, Scotty. Let me say, Adam. I'm going to talk to you guys separately, okay? Scotty, you're going to have an amazing time at school. You're going to make a bunch of new friends, and you may feel a little homesick on the first day of school, but trust me, you're going to have an amazing time. Now, Adam, I still don't have my pop-up book that you promised me. So for that, instead of having an amazing day, you're going to have a pretty good day. Not amazing, just pretty good. I'm going to wish that you only have a pretty good day until I get my pop-up book. You hear me, kid? Just kidding. You're going to have an awesome day, too. And remember, your mom and dad love you very, very much. Both you guys, be great. All right. Yes, Mrs. Boots is here. So, yes, Queen. What is going on? So, I guess Wicked Weatherman kind of jumped into something here. As we're going through this, as you guys can imagine, we can get quite a bit of folks here on our lives, and we want to make sure that we can read as many of your comments as possible, but they fly through so quickly, so make sure that you @ the Psychotic Circus of Savannah to better your chances for us to read your comment. But if you for sure 100% want your question answered or your comment read, or you want a shout out or want to see me do something crazy, go ahead and send a super chat. We'll see exactly just as Wicked Weatherman did. You'll be having something pop up on screen, a little crazy thing will shout you out. You'll feel good knowing that your $1 to $99, anywhere in between, is going to a good cause, and that good cause is building our haunted house and bringing you more lives. All right? So, Amy, I know that we put up a poll. Is that correct?
We sure did, Savannah.
What was that poll about? Was it about if your feet were...
Oh, my God.
Rough or gruff?
No, that is not what we were talking about. We were talking about what prop should we unbox first? Teddy Bear Clown, Dagger Mike, Poor George, or Possessed Penny?
So I will say that these are not the only props we have. We have not counted all yet this year. It's going to be somewhere in the 80 to 90 range of our animatronics, all or majority of them being clowns. The ones that aren't clowns either have to do with the circus, kind of like this guy, or it's an animatronic that has been converted into a clown. So if you guys are new here, now you know. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. We love hanging out with you. So what were the results of the poll?
All right, well, I'm about to close it, but we already can see that Teddy Bear Clown won by 33%. So he's going to be the one that we're starting with tonight.
Well, that's good. I will say that...
Whoa! Your donation calls for a celebration.
That's true. It does. What is up, Alexander's Toy Fun?
Alexander's Toy Fun sent in a $2 super chat and said, I have Poor George.
So do I. We have not opened him yet, and we will most likely be opening him tonight. So when I do put him together, hopefully you can give me some advice, because one of the things we do here is we don't use any instructions. We just look at it and go, let's hope for the best. If you did not watch our live yesterday, you can always watch it after this one. I set up Emmeline with no instructions. It was crazy. So, all right. Before we get into building the animatronics, Amy, do we want to do our regular Q&A to start the live off?
Yes, we can if you'd like.
I would love to. Go ahead and roll the Q&A.
Man, let me ask you something.
You wanna know something about me? Ask me. I'm right here. What you wanna know?
All right, guys. This part of our live, you pretty much can ask me anything. It can be about our haunt. It can be about YouTube. It could be personal. It could be about my family. It could be about my likes and dislikes of anything you can imagine. So this is the time for you to shoot them away at the Psychotic Circus of Savannah, or send in those super chats right now. Nothing is off limits except for the things I won't
Give
answer.
a round of applause to our newest carny.
Oh, we have a new subscriber, Hot Wheel Championships.
Chips.
Yeah.
Right on. Welcome, Hot Wheel Championships. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Glad you subscribed, bud. You're going to have a great time here. Golden Embers, I see, says, everybody, like the stream. And that part is true. If you guys want us to keep pushing and keep doing these lives, keep unboxing all these animatronics, keep doing our daily uploads, which no other Halloween channel does, by the way. I just want to point that out. Okay? Shots fired. Like the stream. If you feel the need, share the stream. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to hit that little bell down there, you guys don't understand how much that actually helps us out. So, appreciate you, and thank you, Golden Embers, for bringing that up. All right, what are some questions we got here?
So Anthony Hughes a little bit ago was asking, whatever happened to Night Yoshi?
That's a good question. I have a Night Yoshi shirt, and he's just kind of disappeared. I still wear the Night Yoshi shirt.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he is okay. I hope everything is all right in his life. And I hope that we get to see Night Yoshi again sometime soon.
The Colossus Haunter said, do you like Low Stilts better or Spirit Halloween?
So,
Holla! I just got $1.
right on, Alexander's Toy Fun. We're going to get to your super chat here in just a second. But which one do I like more, believe it or not? This guy. The reason why, and I it's very close, but his hat, at least on mine, hits his bowling pin every time his head rolls around, and it's just a little, and also he's extremely skinny. However, I love his eyes. This guy is very terrifying. However, I hate his sayings. I wish that he had sayings, and I wish he only had a laugh. But when it comes just to the animatronics look, I prefer Clown on Stilts as he looks much scarier. However, the blood on his mouth is like an airbrushed, so it looks pink. We are going to be adding some perma blood to his mouth right here. So, great question. Thank you very much.
Count Chonkulus.
Wait, we got a super chat.
Oh, super chat. I'm so sorry.
He was saying that his Poor George makes a buzzing sound, which I don't believe it's supposed to. So we will figure out what's going on with ours. Maybe it's just a Poor George thing. Maybe it's a your Poor George thing. We are not sure, but we will figure it out. We'll find out tonight. All right, go ahead, Amy.
Meow Haunts says that they were at Home Depot and Possessed Penny's eyes were broken and kept changing.
So
That'd be actually pretty cool if it was
just
like
constantly we're going and going and going. Because I will say that when we saw Possessed Penny at Home Depot, I did notice that if you flipped her eyes, you can actually make it where her scary eyes were her normal speech, and then it would flip into her regular eyes when it went to the scary speech. So, I don't know. It sounds like maybe somebody messed around with it too much and they're just spinning like crazy, which would probably still be cool. I don't know.
Ryan's random goal said, I was wondering what sound effect or song you guys used in your haunt last year. Do you remember? Or what music you used?
In the haunt last year, I would have to listen to the music, go back to the footage and listen. We change up the sounds each year. However, there is a soundtrack that we have used in the past that I really love, which plays circus music for a little, and then it shuts off and it has all these creepy metal clanging sounds and electrical sounds in the background, and then the music will kick back in. And it's by far one of my favorite soundtracks that we've used. So I'll have to look into that. I know that you asked on, I believe it was on Discord. I saw that question. I'll have to
Savannah
look
hair
into it.
reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay? Get it? It makes sense. Get that?
Like sense, you know, like it makes sense, but also sense, like money. You never got that, did you?
No.
It makes sense. Haha, get that? Like it makes sense. Like it makes sense what I just said, but it also makes sense, like money.
Why?
What are you talking about? Why? It's a small price to pay. Get it? To pay, like Savannah hair reveal, a to pay. And
But
then it
how does
says-
a toupee make you money?
No, Amy, they sent in a super chat. I don't have my hat. It says Savannah hair reveal. That's a small price to pay. Get it? To pay? Get it? It makes sense. Haha. Get that? Like it
Yeah, because you have to pay.
to pay and also
To pay.
to pay.
Got it. Okay.
And sense and
Got it. Okay.
sen-
Got it.
Amy didn't get it. Anyway, what did the super chat? I forgot where we were even going at, but what did the super chat say?
This is from the Roaming Reaper, $1.99 super chat, and said, what do you plan on doing with Possessed Penny?
I plan on having this animatronic right next to the teddy bear clown animatronic, and maybe having a whole section where it's
Whoa!
kind of.
Your donation calls for a celebration.
Thank you so much, Jack the Reaper. We will get to yours in just a moment, but
Holla! I just got $1.
thank you so much, Alexander. We'll get to yours in just a minute, but I plan on having Possessed Penny next to Teddy Bear Clown, where we will also probably have clowning around and pretty much anything that has kids, like the tug of war clown, the cagey with kid and clown, with clown in cage. What am I? Cagey with kid in cage. Oh my gosh. And have a whole like set that looks like it's a bedroom where these kids are kind of being harassed by all these scary clowns.
All right. So Jack the Reaper sent in $1 super chat. There was no question or anything like that, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Jack the Reaper. Appreciate you, dude. Love the name.
And then Alexander's Toy Fun sent a $5 super chat and said, I drove to Louisville, Kentucky to get Hugs the Clown.
So I'm not sure, and please don't tell us where you live, but if that's, it sounds like it's probably a long drive for you. And I will say, Hugs was my first clown animatronic. I say first because at the same time, on the same day, I purchased Hugs and Creepy Towering Clown. So I will have to say, if you drove a long way just to get Hugs, I would have probably done the same because it's one of my favorites. So good job, dude. I'm glad that you got him. He is a sought-after animatronic. At first, I think a lot of people did not like him, and then a lot of people really did. So good job on that. And it scares people too, believe it or not.
Hi Blaze said, what animatronics are you unboxing today?
So today we have Dagger Mike, we have Teddy Bear Clown, we have Possessed Penny, we have Poor George, we have Candy Cane, we have the Tumbling Clown, and then we have, like I said, another 80-something animatronics in another room that we can always pull from if we get through these tonight. So, quite a bit.
With that being said, why don't we go ahead and get started, and I'll ask you questions as you're building.
That sounds wonderful, Ermi. If you guys don't know, Ermi hates when I call her Ermi. Her real name is Amy. She's been called Grandma. She's been called Ermi, Ermalicious. What else you been called?
Somebody was talking about raptor feet earlier, thanks to you.
She's been called Raptor Feet. We're just going to move our camera here a little tiny bit. Right there. Perfect. So as we set up these animatronics, I will tell you guys some of the tips that I have for keeping your animatronics in the best condition for the longest. Again, we have what I imagine is probably the largest clown animatronic collection in the country, maybe world. It's the only animatronics we collect. So I have quite a bit of tips when it comes to animatronics.
All right, we're going to go ahead and continue the question. So Anthony Hughes said, what clown animatronics from Spirit this year would you recommend?
The ones I would recommend, so I will say, and we haven't opened him yet, but Dagger Mike, surprisingly, has become one of my favorites. His jump is very, very, very quick, which I was not expecting, and it's a littler prop, which I usually don't like. So, love him. I love this guy if you get his better head. This is not the reissued head, and this is not the original head. This is a prototype head. So this head is going to look a bit better than what your normal one would look, but with the reissue of his heads that have came out recently, amazing prop. I'm going to throw some cardboard over that way.
All right, Jonas the Crazy Bunny said, have you ever thought of making a fortune teller for your haunt?
So we actually used to have a live fortune teller at our haunt. We had a full fortune teller booth.
I just got $1.
Thank you so much, Alexander's Toy Fun. We used to have a full booth that a live fortune teller would sit in and read fortunes. But we went ahead and ended up selling that to a larger haunted house and put that in towards our home haunt here. Pulled out the first shoe, which this is not a hollow shoe like this guy's or that guy's, which kudos to the developer of this because I hate the hollow shoes. Very nice shoe.
So Alexander's Toy Fun sent in a $2 super chat and said it was an 8-hour drive.
Okay, I said giving you props for a long drive, but 8 hours, that's long there, buddy. That's pretty long. Amazing time, though, I hope that you had. I love road trips myself. Good pants. These are actually better quality than let's say, Heckle's pants. Similar to Stilts. Similar to Carnival Barker. Thicker than Clown on Stilts. These are kind of padded, which I usually prefer.
Pumpkin Nester said, hi Savannah, I'm getting Heckles in a week. It's so exciting.
Right on. Yes, Heckles is one of my favorite because he's not scary. I do know that he was originally told or originally marketed as being a servo prop, which I wish he was because when you see the servo props from Home Depot, their eyes blink, and it just brings so much more character to them. This guy has character already, but it would have just been so much better. But speaking of characters and their heads, this is an all plastic head for the teddy bear clown, which I usually am not a fan of all plastic heads. He does have a great paint job and a great sculpt, but I always prefer to have my props with some mouth movement.
Cool Dan said, should I buy Possessed Penny?
Well, I'll be able to tell you here in a few moments because we have not opened up Possessed Penny and have been able to check her out in detail. So you'll be able to find out here. We will set her up together and check her out together, and you can make a choice at that point. This is a bit weird. I don't think I've noticed these on this prop. This kind of looks like a straitjacket, if you guys can see on this shirt. Shirt looks cool, great. Stars and some gray, but these straps, I'm not sure if they tie to something or if it's just meant to look like a straitjacket, but really love that look. You don't usually see that.
By the way, we do want to give a huge shout out to Chris and Sophia because they are the ones that sent us this prop.
That is very, very, very true. Chris and Sophia knew that we were going through a very strange time, and as a way of cheering us up, they actually purchased this prop and sent it to us. We do have a P.O. box where you guys can send stuff to us as fan mail. We usually don't get such awesome stuff as this, but we do get a lot of artwork or letters, so we always will read your fan mail live on air when we do our lives at least once a week.
Savannah hair reveal.
At the other
That's
shoe.
a small
Thank
price
you so
to
much,
pay.
Chris, and
Get it?
hope that you're doing better.
To pay. Get it? It makes sense.
What's up?
Get that?
Oh, it is.
So we have another super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun, $5 super chat, and said, my Hugs is a prototype head. It has blue eyes and an orange mouth, and it only costed $200.
I would love to see that. If you want to send pictures or video to us, please do. Our email is savannahpsychocircus@gmail.com. Amy will put it in the chat for you. I would love to check that out. That sounds awesome. Speaking of stuff that's different, so usually this this bear is kind of attached like that to this clown hand, and as you can see, it really doesn't look natural, right? Previously, I pulled this off and literally just shove it in his fist, which fits perfectly, and I think that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? Looks like he's actually holding the teddy bear because he actually is. So that is one change that we did to ours. I don't think anybody else has done. Of course, I haven't really seen anybody with this guy online. I usually will stay away from animatronic unboxings of other people unless I either know I'm not getting it or if I've already unboxed it myself. And I haven't seen anybody with this guy. So here's his other hand again. Full plastic hands. Paint job's all right. Nothing to write home about, but not bad. Okay, so wow, this is interesting. We usually will see a step pad come with an animatronic. We don't see try me buttons come. I don't think I've ever seen, at least in the recent years, have ever seen a try me button come, which is very interesting.
So Haunted Duck is asking why you got Possessed Penny.
I got Possessed Penny to go with this particular animatronic. I think that having scenes, we do our haunt really immersive. So we do a nice large display, but we also do a huge haunted house that goes, this year it's going through our backyard, our whole backyard, made with real wood panels, just like you would see at a commercial haunted house. A lot of the same effects you would see at a commercial haunted house. It then actually comes into our home, unbeknownst to a trick-or-treater. They will have no idea that they're actually in a home at that time. Then it will exit the front of our house, curve around, and go through our garage. And so we have a large display of our animatronics, but we also do different sets inside, and I figured that Possessed Penny with the teddy bear clown seemed to be the perfect combination. All right, so we have his main mech here, which I'm wondering if there are batteries in here, as it asked me to remove this tab from this battery pack, which I kind of hope not, but I suppose we can find out here in a moment. Very simple mech. It looks like it will be turning his shoulders back and forth. Looks like that's pretty much the only movement that he has. Doesn't look like there's any arm movement or head movement. We'll go ahead and put that down.
All right, so let's see. I saw Divine Haunter said, thoughts on Demonic Dahlia?
Demonic Dahlia is okay. Not my favorite prop. But okay, I would say. A lot of props that have come out this year, I feel like they're either hit or miss. And I haven't really had too much experience with Demonic Dahlia to... Well, that Demonic Dahlia is... Am I tripping? Will you pull up Demonic Dahlia for me? Am I thinking about the right one?
Hold on.
Amy's going to pull up Demonic Dahlia for us right now. While she does that, what I'm doing, I just pulled out the AC adapter. When you get your animatronic, I urge everybody to do this. Not drop it. I don't urge you to drop it. I urge you to get your prop, and your AC adapter, I immediately get some fluorescent tape. Yeah, Demonic Dahlia is not new. Okay. I was thinking of Darling Dolly. Sorry about that. Demonic Dahlia is very scary. At least on the look of her.
Did you want me to share it?
You can share it if you'd like, yeah.
Okay.
But what I was saying is, I get some
Savannah hair reveal.
fluorescent
That's
tape.
a small price to
put
pay.
it-
Get it? Like to pay. Get it? It makes sense. Get that?
I put the fluorescent tape right there on the AC adapter, and then immediately I take my trusty Sharpie and I write the animatronic's name on there, because a lot of these AC adapters look similar, but they aren't. And a very quick way to ruin your animatronic is by plugging in the wrong plug. We've had some horrible stories about completely frying animatronics that no longer work because the wrong plug got plugged in. So I urge you all to do that.
All right, so we do have Demonic Dahlia up here.
Give a round of applause
Yeah, she's
to our
terrifying.
newest
I love
Barney.
the like ripped piece on her face, you know?
All right, and we did just get a new subscriber, Monster Guy, I believe was the name. Oop. Accidentally, my finger was a little happy. Anyway, and then we
Does that
also
mean-
I accidentally hit to share the screen again. My bad.
Monster Guy, welcome, dude. Hope
and
you
then-
have a good time here.
And then we also got a super chat. Let me bring
We
this.
got a super chat, you say?
Yes, from Alexander's Toy Fun, and it says, poor George doesn't use zip ties or screws.
Or screws? Yeah, most animatronics won't use zip ties or screws. A lot of them use these, actually what I'm removing from the box now, these poles with these locking pins. Right now, the animatronic does have zip ties just holding those poles into place for shipping. However, most animatronics don't. The ones that do usually have some crazy movement or something that can very easily cause them to go awry. And then they're also a pain to put back in the box. So, but it is what it is, right? We will experience those from time to time. And some of those are still my favorite props.
Give a round of applause to our
I'm
newest
gonna go ahead and put this
Barney.
base on the ground. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna take this try me button, throw it in there. Take this box and toss it off frame.
Banana
that was too
Haunts
loud.
31 said, hello, what are you setting up right now?
we are setting up Teddy Bear Clown from Lowe's. A clown that I don't think a lot of people have really had too much experience with. We're going to get a little bit lower to the ground while I set up the feet and the legs real quick. Come on down here with me, folks. So again, we do not use any instructions. So I'm going to assume I'm setting this up correctly. We will figure out later on. So, putting on what I'm assuming are his leg poles.
All right, while you're doing that, I have another question from Leo's Halloween channel. And he says, what prop do you recommend the most?
Ooh, well, it depends on what your price tag is. So, if you are looking to get a large prop, I am a huge fan of, actually, is it going, which way is it going to go? It might be going this way. I think it might be going that way. I am a huge fan of Cackles, which was from last year from Party City. It is a very large animatronic. I am also a fan of pretty much any of the what I call standard seasonal visions animatronics. These are the ones that you can kind of put together without reading instructions.
Your donation calls for a celebration.
Thank you so much, Alexander's Toy Fun. But it's pretty much what you can read without, or what you can put together without reading instructions, right? So, oh, maybe I had it right the first time.
All right, that was a super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun, $5, and said, I have 79 animatronics.
Wow, that is a lot, my man. We also are somewhere in that realm of 80 to 90, and it's crazy. We were talking about it yesterday on our live, that we definitely are going to need to get a storage unit soon, because our home is filled with animatronics. So as we get up here, we're going to go ahead and put this guy's pants on. Got his shoes and his legs, I believe, look pretty accurate.
All right, so Nate Scares said, I got a Distortions Monster Baby the other day. It's my first Distortions item.
Wow. Congratulations on that. We have a Distortions, what they call Frightronic, which is their electric animatronic. We did not go for a pneumatic prop from them. At this point, we probably would, but at the time, I was still very comfortable with the electric motor props, such as this. So we did not get a pneumatic prop from them. But great company, great quality as well. And great people, I want to add, too.
So Connor Feed said, what do you think of Mr. Punchy?
Oh, you're really trying to upset me, huh? Mr. Punchy is a pain in the butt to put together. He's one of the hardest animatronics to put together, to the point that we did not take him apart when we needed to put all of our animatronics away at the end of the year. We strictly just left him set up and put him in a closet fully built, because I was afraid that taking him down and putting him back up could ruin him forever. So that should let you know how I feel about good old Mr. Punchy. His concept is really good, and I'll tell you something that we did with Mr. Punchy is his concept of being the punching, boxing clown that you would kind of bop, and he would go down and spring back up, is really interesting, really cool. Amy, can we pull up a little more? It's really interesting and really cool. But his hands, I felt, didn't fit the character. So what we did was seeing how Shorty from the Killer Clowns from Outer Space come with regular clown hands, but also come with boxing gloves. We put the boxing gloves on Mr. Punchy, and he looks way better. So, little tip there for you.
All right, so let's see. Oh, Connor CEC said, now that you have a new Heckles head, how do you like him now?
Well, we've always had this Heckles head. I'm sorry, not always. But we got the original Heckles head.
Your
that looks
donation
like,
calls for a celebration.
What? Thank you so much, Alexander. But we got the first Heckles head, and it looked like butt. And then I was able to find the Heckles head that is the prototype, which that's what this is. And then the commercially released, re-released head doesn't look quite as good as this, but looks very, very, very close and looks freaking light years better than what they first released. I always have loved the guy, though. I think it's a very cool prop. I love that he has body language with his buckled knees. We've never seen that on a prop. And I also like that he's just not scary. Even though I know it's Halloween, and I usually want these clowns to get more scary, because he has so much personality, I really don't mind, to be honest with you.
I do also want to mention that we are going to be building 2 scoops very, very soon. Mm-hmm. And when we do so, we have 3 Heckles heads. So we definitely want to put 2 Heckles heads on 2 scoops to see what that looks like. Yeah. So that's going to be coming very, very soon.
Should be a good time putting together 2 scoops. We were the first people with 2 scoops in the United States. And when we set him up, the crazy thing about it was our 2 scoops did not have eyes that worked. They did not light up. So the very first sight that most people saw of 2 scoops was not a working version, really. So.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and read this $5 super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun. And it says, I got Sinister Steve, and his face looked perfect, but I hate his sayings and his tool belt. I only got him to go with young Karachi?
Crouchy?
Crouchy. Young Crouchy and
Karachi.
I was like, and Lucky. I'm assuming Lucky Bottoms and George.
Your donation
Yeah, so
calls
you
for
got
a
him
celebration.
to kind of go with the smaller clowns that were available. Sinister Steve, I don't like, to be honest with you. Hey, kudos to you guys that do. But just for me, I don't like him, and it's mostly because of the things that you named. It's his sayings, and it's also his tool belt. He's telling jokes about Home Depot. I don't understand how that would apply into anybody's haunt. It's just at that point, a Home Depot commercial is kind of what they're expecting
round of
us to buy.
applause
So.
to our newest carny.
Kind of moving his arm around here a bit, just to kind of give a bit more showcase that he's holding a teddy bear. This arm over here, want it to look a little more natural.
We did get another super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun, $2, and said, I got Shorty and Punchy sucks.
Yeah, Punchy is not one of my faves, I'll say that.
Connor CEC said, are you going to get Kane?
We actually have Kane. Kane is literally sitting right down there, and will be an animatronic that we will be showcasing here shortly.
CT Haunt said, I personally like Steve's stud finder joke.
Yeah, for me, that's something that like my grandfather said. So, it's not original, I guess, but at the end of the day, are we really expecting these guys to have a whole mess of originality? Because if we are, we're probably going to be pretty disappointed with most of their sayings or looks or what have you. But speaking of looks, this guy's pretty much done. I'm gonna pull him out a little more, just so when we do plug him in, we can get the movement going with him. We'll let it run through and check out his sounds. Does he have a sensor for his... How does this... I guess there's just an on. So we'll figure it out, I suppose. I guess he does not have a sensor, which is a good thing in my opinion, which would mean that he would have a constant motion, which is the animatronics I prefer. And we're not going to be hitting a try me button. That much I'll tell you. So before we plug him in, what do you guys think about his stance, his look, his costume, his concept? Because I don't hear many people talking about this guy. I'll get this all set up here.
JM Haunt said, looks good. Ryan's Random Goals said, cool. Juice Tin Boy said, Teddy Bear Clown is sound sensor only.
Okay, sound sensor, that works. We can do that. Get the
And-
clap going.
Halloween Kid said, you have Kane? Unbox him. Banana Haunts 31 said, can you set up Kane next, please?
We can definitely discuss Kane and show pieces of Kane off. I do want to make sure that
Give a round of applause to our
probably do a
newest
dedicated video
Barney.
for Kane too.
We just got a new subscriber, Big Drips Gaming channel, I believe.
Big Drips.
That's what it said.
What up, Big Drips? All right, let's go ahead and check this guy out. I believe you guys said he was sound only, so let's see. Get out of your way, bro. Is he sound only, Amy?
Hello. Did you turn him on?
I sure did. Is he sound only?
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh. Sound only, huh? Is there something here we don't...
Holla! I just got $1.
We don't see? I'm confused why he is not going off. Guess we are going to use that stupid try me button.
Or the animatronic guy said
Oh!
he...
Don't run away.
Oh, Lord, that scared
Come
me.
closer. I've got some new jokes I want to try out.
So I will say,
Boo! Did I scare you? Good. I still got it.
go with it, bro.
Watch out for the evil clowns that run around here. They have no mercy. I bet this Halloween will be a real fright fest. Don't you agree?
Go!
Don't run away. Come closer. I've got some new jokes I want to try out.
All right, so time to give you the real deal, guys.
Boo!
Wasn't talking to you.
Did I scare you?
Not really.
Good! I still got
A
it!
round of applause
Okay,
to our
you still
newest
got it, I guess, huh?
Barney.
Watch out!
He was unplugged and I guess does have batteries. So, one thing I will say about this guy that I don't like, no volume control. There's absolutely no volume control on him. I would like him to go louder, and he won't. So there's that. That is one thing I don't like about him. I wish his sayings had to do with the teddy bear for some reason, because realistically, you could go, and there you go, you got a generic prop, right? So I didn't listen to his sayings before I purchased this guy, or I'm sorry, before I was gifted this guy. I do wish he had some sayings about this teddy bear. I feel like that's what made him a little bit different from everybody else. So I do love the costume though, with the straitjacket look. I love the stars and the stripes of him. I love his look altogether. But no mouth movement, no volume control, no constant motion where you have to clap your hands. He'll be around other animatronics, so he'll go on the whole time. But those are the downsides.
All right, so we're going to get to the super chat. But first and foremost, I have to just let you know that someone showed up in the chat, and it is the one and only Night Yoshi.
Where the heck have you been, Night Yoshi? What is going on, dude? We were just talking about you.
I think Anthony Hughes was asking, where has Night Yoshi been?
Yeah, we were wondering, what is up with Night Yoshi? We were hoping that you're okay, hoping that your family was all right. We haven't heard from you. Miss you, man. We miss you. All right.
I need to get to this $5 super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun. He said, when Sinister Steve does the whoops or whoop sound, his mouth moves. It's so funny.
Like it has a whoop, like a
I
whoop sound?
I don't know.
I don't know, because I just remember his sayings were very Home Depot related and caused me to be very not Sinister Steve related. All right, I'm going to pull this down just a little because I feel like this one is not complete until we have Possessed Penny in the mix. So I know that we have been asking you guys which prop to open next, but I see these two props as a duo, seeing how they both have teddy bears this year. So we're going to go ahead and get into her. If you're not familiar with her, I know it looks weird right now, but a little girl that rips a bear's head off, which is why it goes so good with this guy. So.
All right, so Night Yoshi commented and said that he's been extremely depressed lately, and for a while is what he said.
So, Night Yoshi, that I can say I understand. We all go through some mental health stuff sometimes. You know, we talk about that on this channel quite a bit, and I hope that you know, and I'm not just saying this, bro, that if you ever need something, or if you ever need to talk about the way that you're feeling or anything like that, you know, make sure you go to somebody. Don't keep it bottled in. And you can always hit me up, whether it be on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, email, whatever. Not Twitter, because I'm never on it. But I hope that you know that you can always hit somebody up. And even if you feel you have nobody in your corner, Amy and I are always in your corner. And that doesn't just go for Night Yoshi, that goes for any of you. One of the things that we talk about on our channel, I know that we sit here and we make goofy faces and we talk about, you know, gigantic robots and stuff like that, but mental health is a huge thing that, one, I don't feel enough people talk about in general, and part two, people in our community, the haunter community, really don't talk about it. So depressed or not, bro, I understand, but understand that you have friends here that care about you. So make sure you come around, all right? It's never good, and I understand when you're feeling a certain way that you don't want to be around people, you don't want to feel like you're bumming them out, or sometimes even being around people can contribute to it, or at least that's how you feel. But I promise you, being around people that care about you, laughing, all that stuff will start to pass, man. You know, we all got stuff in our lives that we can't control, and some stuff in our lives that we can control, and for some reason just doesn't go our way. And so as long as you promise to make sure that nothing is ultimate, nothing is complete, nothing is not able to be overcame or accomplished, nothing is infinite, then you are good to go. Like, we're all gonna have ups and downs. Ain't that right, Ermi?
That is right. And I was actually talking with a subscriber before the live started. He was talking about how he was getting bullied, and I was letting him know that we all have his back. We're That's what this community is all about. So again, if anybody needs anything, I know Monster Guy was talking about too, how he was having a not so good day too, but we all have each other's back. We're all here for each other. That's again what this community is all about.
Yeah. And if you don't have the opportunity to meet us in person, like I know that a lot of you have met us at some of the conventions or at Spirit Halloween's flagship grand opening and stuff. Or some of you people just live kind of local to where we are, which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas. If you don't have a chance to ever meet us again, doesn't matter, dude. You can hit us up on any of those socials or on that email. But a lot of you come up to me when we're out and about and say, hey, man, you really helped us through something like this. And understand the reason that we do that is because there are times that people got to help us through stuff. And I feel that the best way to repay those people who have helped me is to help you. The best way that you can repay me if I helped you or if Amy helped you is by helping someone else. So, love you all. You guys are carnies. That's what I call you. You're my carnies. You're not subs. You're not fans. Like, I don't like that vibe. You guys are my carnies. We're all these sideshow circus freaks that, maybe don't fit into regular society at times. And that's all right, bro. Because we got our society, right? All right. So look at these little shoes of Possessed Penny here. I've been taking these stickers off. It's a pet peeve when people keep the stickers on their animatronics. Not calling anybody out, Brick Thunder. But got to make sure you take them off. But look how little these shoes are. Little tiny shoes. This is the first, what I would consider the first doll prop we have, or first like little girl prop that I actively went out and purchased. Because usually I stay away from these props. Usually I want some massive monster. And so it's kind of funny and cutesy to see an animatronic so small with all these like little mechs. Look how little that mech is. Aww. It's tiny.
Ryan said, I'm not a carny. I'm just a Ryan to you.
Ryan, that is not true. You are a family member. We love you. You know that. We know that. You're my adopted son, remember? All right. So we are going to pull out the frame here. Is that a phone ringing?
It's yours.
Oh.
Whoa!
Don't know who that is. Probably Brick after I called him out for keeping stickers on his animatronics.
I don't know if you want to turn it on silent. I don't know how to.
Let's see. Thank you. Remember, guys, we are getting our tape and our trusty Sharpie to notate which AC adapter goes to which animatronic.
All right, Alexander's Toy Fund sent in a $2 super chat and said August 23rd was my birthday.
August 23rd. Does that make you a Scorpio? Or, I'm sorry, a Virgo or a Leo?
That's on. Oh.
It's right on the cusp.
Yeah, so he's a Virgo.
Well, happy belated birthday, my fellow Augustinian. My birthday was also in August. So, happy belated birthday, man. We were just labeling our AC adapter so that we don't have to worry about Possessed Penny going AWOL and really ripping the head off of the stuffed animal. Right,
Right.
All right, I'm just going to write Penny up. Well, should I? Because we might think Pennywise. I'm going to write Penny, and I'm going to do a little bear next to it so we know.
Night Yoshi said, wish I could be the adopted son of John and Amy, but they don't want me in their house. I eat a lot.
So do I, so you'd be welcome, man.
CT Haunt said, I've been a carny for quite a while and have had some good times with you. And whenever I feel down, I go back to the 12-hour stream and find the part where you called me the king of the world. Thank you.
Of course, man. Of course. I'm glad that you got something you can go back to and cherish, and something that is a nice pick me up, however you would word that. Speaking of long lives and long streams, we will be planning a very long stream again here. What's that?
I was just saying that live was crazy.
But we
It
will
was
be
fun. It
planning
was fun.
another one for a good cause, and we will get into the details of that. But these are a life or death good cause, and for somebody that we all, even you guys, believe it or not, have some form of relationship, and you may not even realize it. So, all right, we got possessed Penny's head here. We're gonna toss her head box out. And I feel like she needs a little brushing going on there. But what do you guys think of her head? I think it's actually pretty good looking. Amy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, she looks good.
Got a couple cracks. Why did I sound like Winnie the Pooh?
You did.
The fudge brownie. All right. So because this one's a little shorty, we're going to set her up right here on top of poor George. We're going to put her shoes on first, I guess.
Ryan said, I'm surprised there is another live. This is like a rare occurrence for 2 days in a row.
Well, Ryan, we have a lot of animatronics to put together, so we figured we should have a lot of lives, a lot of fun, multiple lives throughout the week we are going to be having. We had talked about this, and I believe we're looking at anywhere from 2 to 3 lives a week.
If we can.
If we can, right.
Night Yoshi said, have you assembled Underworld Clown yet? I keep rewatching that live from last year and laughing at all the good memories of it.
No, I have not yet. This is still the kind of the beginning of our animatronic live buildings. So far we've put together these. We have Emmeline right off of camera. You can kind of see her mech right here. We have the Clown Mr. Dark set up, the Clown Ellie Hatchet set up. We have the Home Depot old time clown set up. And then we have a clown set up that we have not shown on the channel yet. It is actually the oldest animatronic that I own, and I believe would be the oldest animatronic clown that was commercially released, believe it or not. So, the reason we haven't shown it on live yet, or on the channel yet, is because it is in very poor condition, and in order for me to bring it to its glory, I'm gonna have to get it some new shoes, a new head, and I won't be able to get the head to match the head that's on there now. And I also need to weld part of it. So we got her little pants here. I don't know why I thought she was gonna be taller, but I guess not. I guess she's a little shorty. She doesn't have a hip hoop. Am I missing something here? I guess not, right? I guess I'm just so... Oh, that is her hip hoop way down here? Does that look too short? Does it look like she's missing a couple leg poles? Look how baggy her pants are.
Holla! I just got a dollar!
Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll check it out.
All right. So this comment was to Ryan, but GC Halloween said, Ryan, you are one of the best YouTubers I've seen before. You, Brick, and Psychotic Circus of Savannah, and Spooky Guy 444 have all inspired me to become a Halloween YouTuber. Thank you.
Ryan is I've been saying to Ryan for a very long time that I think that he is one of the funniest people that I've met, period. And I don't know how this is supposed to go. Maybe I should have read the instructions. But he is one of the funniest people that I met, and I love his content because it is not like everybody else's content. He will have these tangents that he goes off on, or like these essays almost about certain manufacturers or why he likes or dislikes certain props or concepts, and I just absolutely love it because it's the exact opposite of what so many other people do. We've always prided ourselves on this channel of being super honest about pros and cons of what we like, whether a store or manufacturer has given us an animatronic or not. That doesn't change our opinion, because we have had that happen where they've given us animatronics and said, hey, make sure that you kind of talk about how great it is. Nah, that's not what we do here, right? I'm going to tell you if it sucks. I'm going to tell you if it's great. And that way, when you guys go to the store and you decide to purchase it, you know if I'm telling the truth or not, right? So Ryan is the same way, and I feel like we are a bit more rare when it comes to not just YouTube, but Halloween.
Andrew Greenway said, bro, I'm the biggest fan. I watch every single live. I'm only 7, and I still watch all the lives since then.
Well, right on. I am so glad that you enjoy the lives. I don't know if you watch the regular videos as well, but welcome, dude. I'm so happy that you were here with us, and I hope that you're getting ready to have a spooky Halloween, man.
Not Yoshi said, do you still have the P.O. box?
We do still have the P.O. box, which is P.O. Box 5, Aubrey, Texas, 76227. Amy's going to go ahead and put it in the chat right now. And I do have to say, Amy, I believe that
Savannah hair reveal, that's a
her
small
pants are
price
that
to
short,
pay.
because I forgot
Get it?
that she's
Like,
wearing a
to
dress.
pay. Get it? It makes sense. Get that?
Get that? What is going on, Halloween enthusiast?
All right, so I'm going to get to this. I know we have 2 super chats. I'm going to get to those in a second. Horror Freak said, if you have Emmeline in her down position or when she's pushed back, you should leave her out. Otherwise, it will stretch out her front spring and ruin her mech.
I am very much aware of that. The only reason that we have her currently stretched back is because she would be blocking a door. Usually every night we pull that back away so that it is not stretched back. So just during our lives do we pull her back to be in her getting ready phase. I want to say that this year it's been strange with how animatronics have been putting heads on. Usually it's 2 prongs, and we're getting a lot of these larger squares that have been released this year in 2023.
All right, Alexander's Toy Fund sent in a $5 super chat and says, Penny says Mr. Teddy loves head pads, just need my puppy did, which cracked me up.
Loves head pats, just like my puppy did.
Yes.
That tells me that she killed her dog. Wah, wah, wow. She killed her dog.
Also,
Ryan's
did say he still hasn't unhooked Emmeline Springs.
Oh no! Ryan got knocked out by his Emmeline, so I ain't trying to hear it. You heard? Alright, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and get her all set up and plugged in. This prop has a volume button and has a on switch, off switch, and sensor button. We're going to crank her all the way up. Amy usually says not to, but you know what, Amy? We gonna do it anyway.
Also, I'm going to read Halloween Enthusiast's super chat. He sent in $2 and it said Ryan's Appreciation Fund.
Ryan's Appreciation Fund. Or Ryan Appreciates Fun. We went to Six Flags with Ryan. And Ryan and I are also very, very, very huge Disney fans. And we have been planning a Disney trip for Haunters. And I imagine it would be amazing. Amazing, amazing. So, all right. She's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Relax there, girly. She is pretty much set up. You can see she's kind of tweak her arm a little bit to hold her bear a little better. Fix her sleeve. You don't want to show the stuffing from the bear. You can see a little bit of white right there. So we're going to kind of pull the head down from the bear a little bit so that it looks a bit more just like a regular old bear. There you go. Look at that. Doesn't that look like she's holding a bear? Right? Looks pretty good.
Vanessa Bergiano, I hope I said that right. Hold on. Bergiano said, "Hi, Amy. Please do a shout out." Will you do a shout out for her?
She said, Amy, do a shout out.
But she wants you to do it.
No, she said, hi, Amy.
But you say it too.
Y-
Say hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. Hey, now your turn.
Hi, Vanessa. Not you. She said, "Wish I could afford to go to Disney. Can't even afford to go to Six Flags."
We're going to turn her down. That was loud.
Hey, this is my bear, not yours. Oh, you want to share?
Here, you can have his head.
I just want to share my toys. If I can't have Teddy to myself.
No one can.
You look like my new best friend. Bye, Mr. Teddy. It's your fault you got boring.
Hopefully my new friend is fun.
She's a little spookier than the clowns to me. I'm not used to little kid dolls, little kid animatronics and stuff. What do you guys think about Possessed Penny? I think that we set up her teddy bear to look perfectly like one solid bear. I've seen a lot of them at Home Depot where I don't feel like they took the extra 2 seconds to make it look like it's one bear right now. Usually you can see the stuffing. And I feel like I did a pretty good job in making it look like it's one singular bear.
Spirit Hallows said she's epic. JM Hunt said so cool. GC Halloween said awesome. L Sideshow Haunts said she's pretty cool. Vanessa Bergueno said great. Mr. Junior or JR Horror gave it a bunch of hearts.
Yeah, she's really creepy in my opinion. Not in a jump scare-ish way, but just like I said, I'm personally not used to a bunch of little kid props. Maybe that's why she creeps me out a bit. But as you can imagine, having her and this teddy bear clown, pretty good combo, I feel.
We also want to give a shout out to Jaden for sending us Possessed Penny. It was a birthday gift to Savannah.
That is correct. So Jaden, the Haunter 1213, actually gifted us.
Holla! I just got
Possessed
a
Penny as
dollar.
Hauntzilla with the $1.99 super chat.
What is going on, Hauntzilla?
He said, "I just had ice cream."
Ice cream. Some of you guys that don't know, you got to start watching our lives. We get a lot of inside jokes here. And So yes, ice cream it is, right, Amy?
Yes, actually, there were a bunch of people earlier in the live who kept saying, please say ice cream, say ice cream. I did see it and I was going to talk about it, but then
You got distracted?
we didn't get to it.
You got distracted, did you? Yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and take Penny's plug. And just so I knew when I wrote Penny that it was not meant for Pennywise, judge my drawing all you want. Did a little bear on there. We're going to put that in her box.
So Divine Haunter is saying she's missing poles. I think isn't she supposed to be taller? I think she is.
Oh, ours is not missing any poles.
I do not recall her being that short. I really don't. I think she's taller than that.
She may be, but they didn't give us those poles. So I'll tell you that much. We may need to hit up Home Depot and be like, yo. Oh, wait. Look what I found!
Your donation
See, I told you
calls
she
for
looked like a-
celebration.
Looked a little too short, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much, because I was going to say, I said that when we first were putting her together. Look how short she is. And,
She's super short.
And those poles had somehow gotten into the candy cane box. So come here, Penny. We're going to make you a little bit taller, girl.
While you make her taller, I'm going to read the super chat that came through from Alexander's Toy Funds, $5 super chat, and said, I got the most jumping girl who helped. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I got the most jumping girl who helped holds a doll, and my house is decorated for Halloween.
I got the most jumping girl. Ghost jumping girl, maybe? He got some kind of jumping girl who holds a doll. All right. You got some kind of jumping girl and she holds a doll. And his house is already decorated. They will not let us decorate the front of our house until
September 16th.
September 16th due to our homeowners association. All right, now we're starting to see some real height over here, Amy. Now it's starting to make a little more sense. She isn't super short. She's still
Yes.
creepy, but not super short creepy. There we go. I knew. If you rewind, I said something. I said, hey, man, why the heck's her pants so baggy? Remember? Just want to point it out. I said it.
Oh, and Cool Dan has been saying this earlier as well, so I'm going to mention it now. He said, if you elevate Teddy Bear Clown and unplug his eyes, he looks terrifying.
If I elevate him by making him taller and unplugging his eyes, I would have to agree. That's actually something I talked about with Clown on Stilts, is unplugging his eyes. Sometimes the eyes don't really do the justice that I think the developers were originally thinking.
Boogeyman Productions said, are you going to make her a clown?
We are not going to be making her a clown. I'm going to put her next to this guy here and put her in with all of the other kid props that we have, like tug-of-war clowns and clowning around, things of that nature, so that
Holla!
seems
I
like
just
these
got
clowns
a
just kind of got a
dollar.
hold of all of these children and got them feeling a little spooked, a little spooky. All right, what is next?
All right, so Andrew Greenway keeps saying, can you please read my comment? But there's no comment,
his comment?
to read. We did say hello to you earlier, Andrew, and read your comment, so I don't know if you missed that. We also got another $2 super chat from Alexander's Toy Fun, and it says, Lowe's jumping doll who is in the red dress.
The Lowe's jumping doll in the red dress.
Oh, Jaden has arrived.
Oh, the Lowe's, the pneumatic jumping one? Is that a doll? What is going on, Jaden? We just set up my birthday gift from a very nice young man, possessed Penny here. And she's amazing, dude. Absolutely love her. So, thank you so much for that, dude. Dagger Mike, Poor George, Tumbling Clown. What do you feel should be next, guys?
Do you want me to do a poll, or are we?
Yeah, let's do a poll. Why not?
All right.
I'm really interested in seeing Poor George, to be honest with you, though. But we can do a poll.
We'll get to it, you know.
I know, but you know, he's just so cool looking.
I don't think he's an easy setup.
I think he is. I think he's probably a really easy setup. You know, Amy, you didn't care about easy setups when you made me put together Emmeline yesterday.
Which will you go ahead and undo her thingy?
Her spring. Yeah, as long as you don't want me to freaking die. There you go.
Thank you.
Undid her spring.
All right, who do we have?
We got Poor George, we got Dagger Mike, we got, I don't know what the other one is. Tumbling Clown, and a bunch upstairs.
Poor George, Tumbling Clown.
Dagger Mike. Choose him.
Those three.
Choose Poor George. I mean, choose which clown is next. Now, we love Dagger Mike. We come from the Church of Dagger Mike. If you don't know, check out our merch below where you can get, or I don't even know if we still have the Church of Dagger Mike shirts available. Believe we might have taken them down.
No. Oh, did you? You took them down?
We'll have to look into that. But we do have Poor George merch where he is called Rich George. And he looks like pretty much every rapper that has come out in the last 5 years. Wearing Gucci and driving ridiculous cars. And Rich George, my man.
All right. Let's give it about 10 more seconds.
Big yawn there.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
We're going to close the poll.
Here we go. We're closing the poll,
Everybody
guys.
needs to vote. There's only 51
We're closing
votes.
the poll. We're going to count down. Ready? From 5, 4, Amy, 3,
I have it right here.
2. You're supposed to count with me.
Oh, 5,
But I was at 2.
2,
No, you can't do that. You already counted from 5.
4, 3.
3, 2, 1. Close it. All right. Let's see what we got.
Man.
What is it?
It is 55% Poor George, Dagger Mike with 30, and Tumbling Clown with 14%.
Well, you know what that means. Poor George it is. Yes, I have loved this guy since I saw it online. Very interested in checking it out, even though I can tell it has one of those annoying boxes that you have to...
There goes some polls.
There goes everything that was not supposed to be open that way. So, all right. Let's go ahead and dive into this. Oh, this is a trip. This is already way different than anything I have seen when putting together animatronics. Wow. Yeet! This is going to be weird. This is going to be interesting. Again, guys, remember, we put together animatronics using no instructions, and Poor George already looks completely different than anything we have ever experienced. And I'll show you why. Twist this one off. First thing I notice are these two bars where looks like the plug is on one of them, which I'm confused by. This is so, this is going to be one for the books, guys. I can already tell. A bit different than anything I've experienced. We got some foam. I'm not sure if this is used for his arms or it's just foam. I almost called these leg poles, but he has no legs. We've got his guts and his double-sided shirt, which I'm very interested in how people set him up, because the box shows that because he has a double-sided head, the box shows that this would technically be the front of him with the scary face, and that this would technically be the back of him with the smiling face. But I don't know if I like it that way. I kind of want it where the orange is on the front and the black is on the back, but we'll check that out when we get to it. It may be set up that way for a reason. These look to be his sleeves, I guess. They really loved doing a lot of purple in Spirit animatronics this year when it comes to clowns. I'm assuming this is a shoulder piece. Why this has letters scraped in there, I have no idea. Don't know if you guys can see the letters there. Looks like it says TGD or something like that. That's weird. And that looks like it's actually in the mold. So
Just so you know, Jaden said that you need to make sure that the wires get plugged in the right way. They had one returned today because it didn't work. They had the harnesses plugged in backward.
They had the what?
The harnesses plugged in backward?
We will definitely check it out then. So here we go with his face. Again, a two-sided face. We have the happy side and the sad side, which I love the two-sided face thing until you look at it that way. It looks funny. Different color eyes, which one side is red. I don't know if you guys can see that. And one side is yellow. Same with this side. This one over on this side is yellow. The other one is red. So, interesting. We have his hands here, which these kind of look like Nightcrawler hands. Take those out. We got some more poles, which I believe are going to go to his arms. We have his shoulder pieces, and these shoulder pieces remind me of Harriet Hustle, which was a pain in the bustle. Harriet Hustle was not one of my favorite props to put together. And then we got the Poor George box. What is inside the Poor George box, you may ask? No clue. Let's find out. Go ahead and get our trusty skizzors. Kids, always remember when using scissors, cut towards yours. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Alright. What the heck is this? This is a heavy-duty mech piece. This is actually very heavy. There's another pole in here, and there is an adapter. So we are going to put the instructions in the box put the box and toss it away. Again, we are going to label our AC adapter. And the reason we label our AC adapter, can anybody in the chat tell me why we label our AC adapters here? Let's see if anybody knows. Amy, do you know why?
Yes, I do,
But
Savannah.
don't
Oh,
tell
okay.
it. I want to see if anybody knows why. You got to tell me, Amy, if somebody says.
Okay. Let's see. Not yet.
Well, wow, nobody's been paying attention to why we
The
label.
animatronic guy says to waste time.
That is correct. We do it to waste time. No, not correct. Why do we do it?
Alrighty. Alexander's Toy Fun said because if you plug in the wrong one, it could destroy the animatronic.
That is correct. Props to you, buddy. And that is why I went a little haywire with the tape on this guy. I don't know why I did so much. But that is why we label our AC adapters. Poor George. We're going to write it on the other side too, because why not? He's two-sided. Well, so is his label. All right. So we'll put the AC adapter to the side now. Where should I start is the question. With no instructions, it's going to be a lot of me trying to piece things together. So I'm going to assume that does not go there and that this goes here. Going to assume I'm doing this right. Is that right so far, folks? Looks pretty right to me. Now, which side is the front and which side is the back? That is for you to tell and for me to find out.
Cool Dan said, I gotta go, but I hope you have a great night and good luck setting up the others.
Thank you so much, Cool Dan. Thank you so much, Tool Dan. Thank you, Cool Dan. We're gonna go ahead and use these boxes as a table.
Theo Wright said, I live in the UK and we don't have Spirit here.
You live in the UK and you do not have Spirit there. I know that the UK, because I'm in a bunch of different Facebook groups personally regarding Halloween, and one of them has to do with the UK. And I know that the UK, Amy, believe it or not, is not as big on Halloween as we are. And that it's starting to get a bigger following over there.
Really?
Same with Australia. Those are two areas of the world that are celebrating, are celebrating more and more Halloween, but it's still not really considered to be as widespread as it is here in the States. And that a lot of those places, if you think about how we were in the 80s when it came to having to make your own scary stuff and things of that nature, kind of how they are over there, though. They have to do a lot of DIY because they don't have things like a Spirit Halloween or anything of that nature. So I thought that was very interesting. Sounds like a great way to start a new budding company overseas. Hint, hint. All right, I think I did that right so far. Got his hands.
Savannah hair reveal, that's a small price to pay. Get it? Like, to pay? Get it? It makes sense. Get that?
Get that?
Mom's Approved Haunt sent in a $2 super chat and said, miss the other stream. Happy to see this one.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are happy that you joined us. Right now, we're just trying to figure out what to do on poor George without reading the instructions. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous. Mostly because I need like a table or something bigger to hold this. Let me find something that is a little bit wider.
Mr. J.R. Horror said, which one do you have, Candy Creep or Mr. Happy?
Neither one. I have neither one. I wish I did, but unfortunately I do not. I don't know if this one's wide enough either. We shall find out. Let's see. There we go, I guess. But I have neither one, and I want Mr. Happy. But every time I find a Mr. Happy for sale, somebody's wanting a ridiculous price for it. And to be honest with you, I just don't see the value in Mr. Happy the way that maybe other people are seeing the value. So I have skipped using or purchasing Mr. Happy. So what do I do here? Do these get used? I guess these do get used, right? Probably put the cord up these, I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right, Amy? Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out. Hopefully we don't break him.
My religion is Jellycat said, sorry if this has been asked before, but did you guys get your new Heckle's head?
Yes, we have gotten the new Heckle's head. This is the prototype Heckle's head. We also have the original Heckle's head, and we have the re-released Heckle's head. So I'm assuming I'm doing this right. I have no clue if I'm doing it right, Amy. We'll just see. But yes, we did. And no, dude, your question is totally welcome. I don't think this is working. It's like getting stuck midway through.
Nate Scares is asking, are you able to order Mr. Happy through Morris?
I am, but even then, I don't know if I agree with the... What? It's the foam. The foam gets holes in it all the time. But again, I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with that price even. So there's so many other animatronics that I am a fan of. We're not going to put it through the plastic or through the foam. We're going to just do it that way. Hopefully that isn't a make or break situation. Cross in front of you guys here. While we put it here on this pole next. So, now that we have that done, is it shoulder time next, Amy?
What?
Do we do the shoulders next, or do we do the other poles next? How big is he? Were these poles supposed to be at the bottom? They probably were, huh?
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
The wire doesn't need... Okay, so... Jaden said the wire doesn't need to be run through the foam. Also, finish assembling the poles. The foam covered the entirety of the poles. Wait.
So my question is, do these straight poles go on before these curved poles? I don't know if you can see this one's curved, which would make it look like that, which doesn't look right to me. But maybe it's his elbow? Is that his elbow? Maybe it is right. Or does it go the other way? Does it go this way? I think it does. I think we go the straight pole first. And then the curved pole. You see the difference there?
Smaller straight poles go into the base, and
Yep.
the curved ones attach to those.
That's what I figured. See, once I started looking at it, I was like, hold on. Wait a minute. What's really going on? You have little faith, Herbie! Alright. So now that that's done, now we do the foam piece. I believe is what occurs. So we're putting in the foam now to our boy Rich George. Okay, yes. What are you typing up there,
Okay, I'll have you answer this. So Andrew Greenway keeps asking how tall is Stilts from Home Depot, but Stilts is not from Home Depot. Stilts is from Lowe's.
Holla!
Clown on
I
Stilts.
just got a
Oh.
dollar.
Clown on Stilts is from Lowe's. Stilts is from Spirit. Okay, so, and he's very tall. I would say, I believe he's 7.5 feet or 8 feet, something like that. Well, they claim this guy's 6.5 feet. So, 8 feet, I would say. Say he's 8 feet. I don't know. He's 8 feet. All right, so pretty sure we do his shoulders here, but we probably got to put his sleeves on. So let's do that.
All right, so MW Hans sent in $1 super chat. This is his first super chat.
What?
It says, celebrate the first super chat from MW Hans. Thank you so much.
MW Hans, thank you, bro. Your first super chat with us. You are being celebrated like you have no idea. Thank you so much, bro. So much. All right. So as we get this guy set up here, I hope I'm doing him right. If you guys have poor George at home, can I see a capital G in the chat? Just flood the chat with capital G's. Because I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if I'm doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it. But we'll figure it out one way or another. Alright, pull that up. We got his sleeve here. I'm going to put the seam in the back, or I guess on the side of his arm. We got some G's there, Amy?
Lots of G's.
Now, who has G's?
Alexander Toy Fun has a G. CT Haunts G. Scout Marie Haunt. Monster Jam Man. The Roaming Reaper. Theo Wright. Young Crouchy Boy. L Sideshow Haunts. Anthony Hughes High Blaze. Orange Dog Halloween. CT Haunts. The Roaming Reaper already said.
That's great. All right, so many of you guys have...
Rhonda Bradbury.
So many of you guys have this dude. So you need to tell me, am I setting him up right so far? And if not, feel free to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Andrew Greenway said, do you play Fortnite?
I do not. Never played Fortnite a day in my life. Have kids that played Fortnite. I'm not good at first-person shooters, if that's considered a first-person shooter. It's just not ever been my vibe. So, have never played Fortnite.
Prop Doctor is in the building and says, if you have time this week, could you film that intro for me?
Well, it wouldn't be filming, it would be recording audio for your intro. But this weekend, I may actually have time to do it tomorrow. All right, so now I believe I put on his shoulders, and it looks like there's a little piece here for his cord, which is kind of nice, I guess, even though that one just ripped off and it won't go in there. There you go, you son of a rat. That's going to defeat the purpose, so we're going to grab some tape.
All right, Jaden said poles, then hands, then foam, then sleeve, then shoulders, then control box, then head, then gore plate, pole, then gore plate, then shirt, then wiring.
Cool. So he's telling me yes, I'm pretty close to being accurate here. I don't know how far this goes up, if it goes up to his shoulder or not, the sleeve, but it looks like it to me. So that's what we're gonna do, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and set this one up as well.
So we have Dvork family, and it says, say
A
hi.
divorced family?
No,
oh man, that's
I mean,
sorry. I'm sorry
hold
to
on.
hear
I think I
that.
said that wrong. Anyways, okay, Dvorak.
DeVry? They went to DeVry University?
Dvorak family, and I am so sorry if I said that wrong. Say hi to me. I'm William's mother, Tony.
Well, hello, Tony. We are saying hi to you. I'm sorry to hear about the divorce.
Oh my God, stop it.
All right, I think I have that right. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. Wait, is this piece needed? Yes, I'm going to say yes, it is. All right, now this is the question all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. So it matters which way this goes. Is that correct? And currently, there is nothing showing what would be telling us which way is the front, other than the plugs.
All right, Jaden.
Wait. I think I have it, because this plug goes this way. There's three cords on one side and 4 on the other. So I got it. Jaden. This ain't my first animatrono.
All right, you want me to tell you what he said?
Yeah.
Shoulders snap to the top of the control box. Just push it on.
Okay, yeah.
And then match the harness. They are both different. One has 3 wires, one has 4.
Yep, see, I called it, bro. This one won't really go in.
Owen Experiment said hi.
Hello. This one really won't go in, so we're gonna do it this way first. There we go. Then do it like that. Sometimes these have got to be like a little puzzle. You got to do them in different order. There we go. All right, so we got his sleeves up now. We got his cords set. There. We got his little shoulder piece there, which I believe that's mashed on. It's not coming off, all right. Oh, we need to move this up. People can't even see what's going on.
They can see.
They can only see part of it.
All right, so Ryden is asking, who would you say has the best lineup this year, and how would you rank them, the main 4? So Spirit, Party City, Home Depot, Lowe's.
You're
Which
trying to
order?
get me in trouble. Well, who has the best lineup this year? Well, I think they all have pretty decent lineups, but for different reasons. I know that's a sucker way of going about it, but I'm going to explain why. And you'll have to agree, okay? So, if you don't agree, well, you have to. So, Spirit's animatronics, the one thing that they have always won on is their characters. Their animatronics are so original. They have backstories. Their ISE is badass. They tell a whole story with each animatronic. So if you're really into stories, that there is for you. All right. Next, Party City has some of the best big animatronics. The quality of majority of Party City's animatronics are so much higher than I've ever expected them to have. And they're starting to get into that character vibe. Their Mega Wolf is really, really, really cool. Their Frankenstein guy, I forget what his name is. Very, very, very cool. Neon Ice Cream Clown is by far one of the best quality SVI props I have ever experienced. The Lowe's was the sleeper. I don't think anybody was expecting Lowe's to first off come out with some freaking pneumatic props. Like what? Who was ever going to expect Lowe's to come out with pneumatic props? What a way of changing the game. Kudos to Lowe's. Other than that, I don't know if they have the characters on point. Right? Like, they're not doing what Spirit's doing with their characters. But to be able to break out a pneumatic prop at such a cheap price, commercially available for everybody, awesome. And then you have Home Depot. Home Depot has the servos, going crazy with the servos. They've got a Servo Jack Skellington, which is huge. They have the Servo Witch. They have the THD 3000, aka Cold Hate. I just think overall it's a great year for all companies. If I had to rank them though, I would put, if I had to rank them, I would put, for what I like, what I'm into the most, and what I appreciate the most about animatronics, I would rank Spirit first. I would rank Party City a close second. A very close second, might I add. I would rank Lowe's higher than Home Depot for the pneumatic piece, because I feel like that can completely revolutionize the home haunt. And then I would put Home Depot. However, it sounds weird to say that Home Depot is last, because I don't feel like they are. I think it's a very close race, and I think the overall winner of all of it is the home haunt, right? We all win because they all had pretty damn good years this year for different reasons.
I will say that most people are saying that Lowe's is last.
Yeah, I hear. Now, the real question is, which way should I put the head? Should I put the head smiling forward? And then when he goes under, you see his scary face? Should I put his scary face forward? And then when he goes under, you see the smiling face. I kind of like the smile face forward. What do you think, Amy?
Yeah, that's fine. The smile one.
What do you mean that's fine?
That how you have it right now.
But why did you say that's fine? You don't.
I don't really care, to be honest.
You don't really care?
No.
Wow, that was extremely rude of you. Okay.
No,
Guys, Amy doesn't care, so we're going to go ahead and stop the live.
all right. Oh man, okay. Hold on. There's a lot of comments. Let me go back up. Hold on.
About which way to set him up?
No. GC Halloween says, ain't no way he just said Lowe's 2023 was better than Home Depot 2023.
I did.
Eric Mendoza, no clowns, Home Depot deserves last.
Thank you.
Owen's Experiment, are you going to get the pneumatic clown? Spirit Chats with Jack said, yeah, Lowe's is doo-doo. No cool NBC stuff. Anthony Hughes, Lowe's last. CT Haunt said happy side front.
That's what I did.
And Jaden said scary face forward. Danny
That's
Zone
not what I
said
did.
scary face.
That's not what I did. So where do you plug him in? Oh yeah, down here, under his hand. Let me say this real quick about the Home Depot Lowe's thing, right? Home Depot, if you removed THD, you removed Lethal Lily, and I guess Jack Skellington, the rest of their animatronics are forgetful, in my opinion. Got some little kid dolls, Sinister Steve, the Batwing guy, which he has a servo head, but they completely missed the mark with that. I would have rather had him have a straight head with some arm movement or some wing movement. A dude sitting, is he like sitting in a chair? I don't even know. Oh, a fishing guy? What is scary about fishing? The same crypt keeper guy that we've been seeing for years and years and years, but this time he has a shovel. I don't see it. Lowe's, on the other hand, you have a new 12-foot scarecrow guy. You also have the gigantic zombie with which in my opinion is awesome. These are things that are going to make people look at your home hunt and go, whoa. I don't think other people are going to appreciate the Home Depot stuff as much as they would the Lowe's stuff from a trick-or-treater aspect. We as home hunters may look different, but what a trick-or-treater sees, they're seeing a gigantic zombie moving a grave versus a witch.
I will have to say
That you disagree?
that I do disagree.
Yeah.
And I also have to talk about the experience of a consumer when they go into a store.
Okay.
I have to say, of course, Spirit, that is just like, they're the best of the best as far as going into a store and having that experience, going in and looking at all the animatronics, all that. Now, Home Depot, normally it's like a very small section of their props. I feel like this year, it's huge. Their section is huge. They have all of the step pads out. Now, of course, they don't have any ISEs or anything like that. I think that they're going a step in the right direction. Party City, same thing. Was so surprised and shocked when we went in there to see their setup. Was not expecting that at all either. I feel like they're all taking the steps. Lowe's, however, at least from what we saw, maybe they just weren't fully set up. I don't know. That is not an experience for.
Let me say this though. Do you remember what Lowe's was in the years past? You used to go to Lowe's and the animatronics they had there were dookie. The animatronics that Lowe's had were things that nobody ever talked about because everything they had was like, I'm a skeleton pirate. They stepped it up and were like, dude, let's get pneumatic props. That's dope.
I agree. I think they're all taking steps in the right direction. I'm excited to see what the future holds because I have a feeling it's just going to get better and better and better with all of these companies.
That's what I hope. That's what I hope. All right, we ready to check this guy out? Hope he doesn't fall off of here. We'll see. Here we go. Mr. Poor George. You ready, Georgie?
Uh-oh.
Unplugging Georgie. Ruh-roh.
You did it wrong?
Oh no. What could have happened? Maybe I didn't flip his switch. Does he have a switch in here? That's like on sensor or not on sensor? He does have a switch in here. And can't see what his switch says.
Uh-oh. Human, what is it called?
Human only. Let's see what we got here. Had it on off.
Jaden said he heard some static sound from the control box.
It wasn't a static sound from the control box, however, there definitely was an electric hum, which made me feel a little uncomfortable seeing how he was in the off position. So let's find out about that. So now that we are getting our dude here.
My Halloween Haunts Gaming and More said, the live curse has returned.
No, it hasn't. Don't jinx us. Don't jinx. Don't jinx, all right? No jinxy McChinksy. Okay? All right, let's try this again. You ready, George? I'm ready. Don't mess up. You can definitely hear that his speaker is humming the whole time, though. You hear that, Amy? Mm-hmm. I don't like that. Here, I want to kill the lights, see how he looks.
Oh my gosh. Can you turn it off?
Well, now I gotta let him go back around, Amy. So get ready. Come on, Georgie. He's laughing at you. So, I definitely wonder why, and it makes me feel uncomfortable, why George hums constantly when plugged in. It sounds like a wire is not grounded. Kind of sounds like when you plug in a speaker or something. And it's just, that makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Wasn't someone earlier saying that theirs makes a buzzing sound? Remember?
Yeah, somebody said that earlier.
So that might be what they're talking about, is that humming, buzzing sound. Either way, what do we think about George? I know Amy loves him.
It's terrifying. Absolutely.
He's terrifying, huh?
Oh my god.
Terrifying.
Well, it's because I thought he was off. That first scream is so loud. Yes. Jeez.
Let's go ahead and lower this here. Ready, folks?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. So one thing I do love about this guy is that even though he's technically a smaller prop, his proportions are still that of a larger prop. It's just that he has no legs. I also I mean, I guess it must be it's got to be some form of a servo or something that's causing. It can't be a motor. It's not a motor. It's got to be a servo that's causing him to spin multiple times and then going the other way.
So Jaden said, make sure the harness that goes down the external speaker port is plugged in fully and properly. Our store displays at all 3 stores do not hum. I have not set up mine yet to see how it is.
Okay, so he said make sure the what?
The harness that goes down to the external speaker port is plugged in fully.
Let's see here. Unzip his shirt, or unvelcro his shirt. Which I will say, for being a different type of animatronic, they did a pretty good job at getting this guy set up. He's talking about down here. It connects up here in the shoulder area, which would be on this side. What if I don't connect it at all? Wouldn't that be better? Let's figure it out. Let's figure this out. We're going to go ahead and troubleshoot right now. So just in case you have a poor George and he hums, we'll figure it out. So let's see. Still humming. All right.
They said Alexander's Toy Fun said, my poor George hums, and it's completely normal.
Well, I want to disconnect the speaker joint anyway. Let's see if it still does it. It sure does.
Dollar! I just got a dollar!
So that's a bit strange that he hums like that. It makes me feel like sooner or later his sound is... You want to know something crazy, Amy? Mm-hmm. That wasn't even halfway on his sound.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. I am dead serious. I just felt the knob.
Okay, but he's not plugged in, right?
Not yet.
No, we're gonna do it again?
I want to see how loud he gets. Don't you?
No, not really.
Let's hear how loud he gets, guys. Let's go, Georgie. Where's your sensor? So you want to know something weird?
What?
Turning his volume up all the way, no buzz. So it must be where we had his knob, that maybe its reader inside of that box was a little off for some reason. All right, guys, on a level of 1 to 10, what are we giving poor George here? What are you guys feeling? Poor George is on a level of 1 to 10. I'm going to move this light back. It's super bright. Turn it down a little.
Okay. Elside Shohans give it an 8. Elijah, a 10 of 10. The Romy Reaper, 8. Animatronic Guy, an 8. Spirit Hallows, a 10. Halloween Kid, a 6. Young Crouchy Boy, a 10. Mr. J.R. Horror, 1 million bajillion.
Is
Connor,
that the number he gave?
yes. Connor CEC, 9.5. Eric Mendoza, a 100. Zook Haunts, 6. GC Halloween, a 7. James Carr, a 7. Meow Haunt, 6.5. Squirrel Gone Wild, a 1.
Wow. A Squirrel Gone Wild giving him a 1? That to me is blasphemy.
Mario, Sonic, Freddy, an 8.5. Monster Call and Halloween, a 10. Spirit Halloween, a 10. Wicked Weatherman, a 7.5. Theo Wright, an 8.5. Mr. Halloween Haunts Gaming and More, a 9.5. Sawyer Haunts, a 4. Hamburger Hospital, Humming, so 7. Orange Dog Halloween, a 9.4. Horror Freak, a 10. Spirit Chats with Jax, 3. Lucky Bottoms was better.
Disagree.
Anthony Hughes, a 10.
So I will say I disagree with the Lucky Bottoms comment. Lucky Bottoms, in my opinion, was a motion that we have seen before. The springy mouth is something we have seen before, not just on an animatronic, but on a clown at that. And I feel like Lucky Bottoms didn't like what he did of him moving around and laughing really had nothing to do with him not having any legs. They just gave him no legs because they thought it was probably cheaper. Whereas this guy, him rotating like that, has to do with having no legs. This guy, in my opinion, kicks the crap out of Lucky Bottoms. And somebody said humming. Once we touched his volume and turned him up, that humming was completely gone. This is still one of my favorite animatronics this year. It's just so original. Again, no stupid sayings. There's no mouth movement, and it's a plastic head, just like this guy. But the character comes fully. There's a full character arc in Poor George. I would not necessarily give him a 10. 10 would mean that he is the best animatronic of all time, or even the best animatronic from Spirit, or one of. I don't think he's one of the best. However, I do think that he is iconic in his look, and I think years later, people will think about this particular prop way more than they think about that prop. So that's just my honest truth.
All right, so a little while ago, and I apologize, we've obviously been busy with the testing of the animatronic, but Eric Mendoza sent a $9.99 super chat, said, awesome job, guys.
Eric, thank you so much, bro. Love you with all of my heart. Man, that is amazing for you to send over $10 to us. I'm just glad we're able to entertain you while we deal with these clowns, man. And I'm glad that you feel what is the word that I'm thinking of? Generous enough to give us your hard-earned money to show a thanks. And again, you guys, super chats are not necessary. However, they are definitely appreciated. Eric, we appreciate you so much, dude. Thank you. So today we did this one, right? Teddy bear. We did Penny, and we did Georgie boy, right? Well, in order to continue doing these multiple times a week, I think that we're gonna call it a night, and we'll get to Dagger Mike and some of the other clowns on our next live. Again, we have Candy Cane, we have the Tumbling Clown, Dagger Mike, and a whole crap load of animatronics. If we're able to bust out 3 to 4 each live, well, that would mean that we would need to at least do 20 lives between now and Halloween. I'm going insane! But we're going to have an awesome time, guys. So, multiple lives during the week. Again, you guys are getting daily uploads. They're just little short videos. They're not shorts, but they are shorter videos telling the backstories of guys like this dude. So if you're interested in hearing the story of these guys or seeing some incredible artwork by Leone Productions, or some artwork that is also AI generated, check those videos out. There's going to be a whole playlist of these videos. And I will tell you that I actually, last live we were talking, I had a hard time falling asleep recently. I've been going through a whole bunch of stuff with making sure the haunt is set up, making sure these animatronics are set up, etc. And I put on the playlist of the Spirit Halloween Scary Stories is what it's called. And I will tell you, I don't know if it's just because of the way the music is or that there's no real big gotchas or anything and it's just a short little story. Even in my own voice with some scary effects on it, I was able to fall asleep so quickly. So I urge all of you, if you listen to something or watch something when you go to bed, tonight, try it out. And I think a lot of you will be pleasantly surprised that by the time you get towards the end, you're probably nice and fast asleep. Not to say that they're boring, but just it has that effect on you. So yeah. What?
I was just going to say that we are going to be going live on Thursday.
Okay.
That is our next live, and it will be an unboxing live. And then we will be going live again on Friday for our normal live. No unboxing animatronics, but it'll be our normal.
Our normal have
Live.
fun, silly ass live.
Yep.
Our normal live where we have fun and tell jokes and talk about Halloween stuff and talk about haunt stuff and news stuff. So I'm sure we'll have a whole bunch to discuss then. But we also have videos that are going to be uploaded. We have a Home Depot video that should be uploaded tomorrow. We'll see.
You said it was going to be yesterday or today.
I know. The Home Depot video of us doing a store tour there. You're also going to get a Lowe's one. You're going to get a Party City one. You're going to get a Spirit one. Maybe multiple Spirit ones and multiple Party City ones or Halloween Cities. We got an unboxing for Haunted Hill Farms that we're going to showcase. And we also have our Candy Cane animatronic from HalloweenCostumes.com that we're going to showcase. And again, you're going to get the unfiltered reviews here. We're not going to be telling you that everything is great. I'm going to tell you when things suck too. Because at the end of the day, who's important to me? You guys. And I don't want any of you guys to say that Savannah steers you wrong and didn't tell you the pros and cons to every single animatronic. Even this guy. His pro, I love him. I love the character of him. I love his movement. His cons, we'll see how he holds up. I don't know if I feel comfortable with the spinning. So, all right. With that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and start our sign out. What we do here is I just pretty much tell you guys real deal stuff from my heart. And what that is to make sure to take care of yourself and take care of each other, both emotionally and mentally. Mental illness is something that we all struggle with, every single person in the world. And I feel the only people who are really mentally ill are the people who pretend like they're not. So think about that. Also, bullies suck. Don't be a bully. If you see bullying, step up and stop it. Or if you're a bully yourself, stop it. Just makes you look like a jerk. You don't look cool. Nobody thinks you're cool. Really, the people who think that somebody is cool, that's the person who is willing to lend a hand out to somebody, help somebody out, and care for human beings. And the third thing that I didn't do, I must admit, too much, is to stay hydrated. Drink a bunch of water. Water is your best friend. And last but not least, as always, happy haunts.